Hi friends, today I want to talk about Into the Water by Paula Hawkins. I have to be honest, I read this book a really long time ago. I got it in one of my Book of the Month boxes, but I do have a review here to talk about, so be gentle with me if I sound a little lost because it's been quite a few months since I read this. So when Girl on the Train came out, I waited a little bit to read it because it was so popular, and I'm one of those people, if something's really popular, I avoid it at all costs. But when I heard that Paula Hawkins had a second book coming out, I really didn't want to wait because Girl on the Train was like very intriguing and it had a really cool premise, and Into the Water sounded the same. And a lot like Girl on the Train, this book focused on the mystery behind some deaths, but it was less of a whodunit book and more of a wow, we're a really screwed up bunch of people living in this town kind of book. We are also still focused on the female's point of view, but the story also has a lot of very unlikely narrators, actually too many narrators. Pretty much a lot of the main characters, they're all a narrator in this book, and it's really confusing because, we're used to her writing with just one or two points of view. And with the characters in this book, they're not exactly people that you would root for. You don't really like them because they're all kind of screwed up and terrible people. But through all of the unfortunate circumstances that they've gone through, you really start to feel for them. And especially the women in this book, because women in this book are really shit on. And like I said, this book comes with a large cast of characters, like way too many people, and it's just really overwhelming trying to remember how everybody kind of fits together in the story, and who knows who and who doesn't know who. And they just all intertwine, and I was having a really hard time trying to keep them straight. So this book was really less of a page turner than Girl on the Train. It's more of a subtle examination of people and how they kind of interact with each other, and how living in a town kind of affects how they interact with each other. So for me, this book, it really comes down to this. It jumps between a lot of characters and their points of view, and it's very confusing. And there's just way too much going on to understand the story clearly, especially since this has such a cool premise with lots of women dying in this whole pool, swimming hole where they die. And it's just, I don't know, it just missed the mark. It definitely missed the mark for me. But I think I give it 3 stars, just like I did with Girl on the Train as well, because while they're both very good, they just didn't have that spark that made you want to read more. So thank you for watching this review of Into the Water by Paula Hawkins. If you are into this, let me know in the comments. I really want to know what you think. Whether you agree with me, whether you don't, just comment below, give it a like if you agree with me, and thanks for stopping by.